Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here, and it's another video of pretty much vlogging or whatever, a story time of when I was actually searching for work and I got really creepy responses or job or employers who are searching to hire me, and this is just one of them, and I hope you really enjoy this story, because I just really want to encourage people to be careful when applying for work, and if this is the right safe place for you. And excuse me if I'm looking all bummy and crappy. I am on week 3, hell yeah, on being quarantined in my home and not being left. Like I'm just joking. Like, I don't know, it's not getting any better and I fucking want to leave. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that it's been a week now since I've been searching for a new role, for a new job and all that. It's been pretty hard. I got let go to my job because of the coronavirus, and I'm sure a lot of people are also going through the same thing and the same struggle. I'm really happy and fortunate enough to feel I have a good savings, that I don't have to work right away, and that I can probably get through this whatever pandemic time. Yeah, so, but it doesn't also hurt me to go and actually search for work because I need to, and that's, you know, of course required. And then knowing that stuff right now is getting competitive, I was really excited when a company hit me up to get an interview, and I was like, hell yeah, like I'm so excited, like this could be it. On the day of the interview, I arrived on the video Skype chat thing, whatever, or Zoom, like 5 minutes early. The person who was interviewing me, he didn't show up on the time we were supposed to. We scheduled our meeting like around 8:30 or 8, so he was late. I'm waiting for him to show up on the video chat conference, and he is like late, so I was literally gonna log myself out, and because I think it was at 8:30 and he came like at 8:40, and so like no one was there for 10 minutes. So he was like, oh, give me a second to catch up on your resume and your cover letter. And I was kind of confused because I thought he kind of did that before he even requested fucking cat. He spent like maybe like 15 minutes talking about his business and how he was trying to, he's been around the business for more than 20 plus years, and he was flipping businesses into billions and all that, and it's like so weird. I don't know, like he didn't even bother to ask me my experience, if I even fit the position. So I guess that was red flag number 1. Some questions that he asked me actually was like, from 1 to 10, how organized are you? Another question is that he asked me if I was interested in doing all types of work, like any kind of work outside of my job description, and that kind of concerned me a bit. I told him that I'm interested in doing work that's related into the job that I signed up for, and when you mean additional work, do you mean like administration? What kind of work? Please be more specific. And he was like, oh, I'm just asking. Oh, I have like not much. I just wanted to ask, like, it's just a basic question. Like, going back to the interview, I was kind of like, okay, like he didn't ask me anything really about my position or any kind of past experience. He just asked me about whether I was organized or whether I was detail oriented, and if I was interested, if I also was tech savvy, if I was able to use computers and all that. And so I told him, yeah, all of them, like of course I'm organized, and of course I'm detail oriented. These are all like really basic questions I have to go through. He was like, yeah, I only have 30 minutes because I actually have someone else I'm also interviewing. And mind you, we were like on Zoom meeting, and so when you can invite anyone to that Zoom meeting and someone else can like appear. So suddenly another screen popped out and it was another applicant, and he was like, oh, sorry, and he cuts him off. He's like, oh, sorry, I thought I created a new meeting. So I was kind of like, that's weird. 2 minutes is almost up and from our meeting, and he was like, I want to move to a second interview phase. And I said, sure, okay, let's go. I told him what time you're looking at, and he was like, oh, how about today? Again, another thing that he wanted to just go quickly. So I was like, okay, I'm available in the afternoon. And so we decided to have a second interview at around 2-ish or 2 o'clock. I found one review actually, and it was for his Facebook, and I go into the business Facebook and he hasn't posted anything since 2014. So mind you, it's been 6 years. Well, this sucks. Like, how am I gonna find information of this person, right? And I didn't find any reviews for him, just on Facebook, and that Facebook post, on Facebook you can do some reviews, and I only found like 2 or 3 reviews of people but that left 5 stars but no comments, so those people didn't really count, so that was kind of weird.
Round 2, fight.
Meeting 2 comes in, and I was like, all right, let me see what we can talk about now. So step 2, the second interview, he said it was all about talking about the work that he was going to have me do, apparently. I really like you, Lily, and you were good on this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I also really like this other girl. Let's call this other girl, Charlie or something. I also really like Charlie. Charlie was really good at, like, in this experience, and then she would compliment great with you. And I said, okay. And he was like, I really like both of you guys, and I actually want to hire both of you. I was so confused. I was like, I thought there was only one role for, and now there's 2 people hired at once, and so yeah, he was like, yeah, both of you are hiring a spot, and I want you to start today. And I was like, okay. And he was like, how do you feel about this? And I was like, I said, oh, this is great news. And then I kind of want to talk more, and then he talked over me. He was like, so the job that we're going to get you started on is this and that. And so, yeah. So after he was done talking about whatever he was trying to share about his business, I kind of butt in. He said, I have one last question. I said, so I honestly need to talk about the role, and like we didn't really get to talk in depth about what is our agreement between employees. And so he was like, oh, Charlie, you can clock off. You can get out of this conversation. I'm going to just talk with Lily. I need to talk to her. And he was like, you know what? I don't have anything to create for you. What I can send you is an engagement letter, and I need you to just also sign an NDA. And I was kind of like, okay. And then I said, well, I honestly need to look at that before anything. And he was like, yeah,
I'll get back to you then.
And I was kind of like, I kind of want to talk about like, is there any benefits for this, or if like what kind of things will I be receiving? And he was like, yeah, I don't know anything about that. All I know, I'm gonna pay you PayPal, and yeah, I'll send you money via PayPal, so you can invoice me something or whatever your hours that we signed up for. And I was kind of like so confused. It's like, what the hell? So he eventually sent me something over email. He sent me a what is it? He sent me like an engagement letter, and this engagement letter just pretty much saying my pay rate or my salary that he was gonna give me, and then he only had like one sentence to that, and then the rest of it is just me signing that all the things that I create, it's like an NDA pretty much, will be under him, and that if I do experience any loss or non-promises, 80% of my earnings will go to him. So it was really creepy. I hope you really enjoy this story, because I just really want to encourage people to be careful when applying for work, and if this is the right safe place for you.